welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault, and that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Carolina Panthers. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They go play action with Jackson. He's going to fire one. And got his man complete. The 20, 10.
You know they pay me
all
extra.
the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown.
A big play there. His first NFL reception goes on. It's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Love, they go play action now. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. So because of the yards after the catch, they'll wisely decline the PI.
Yeah, since it was pass interference, they would have gotten the yardage at the spot of the foul. But as you correctly noted, a little bit of run after catch for them. That extra yardage made it easy to decline the penalty.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
4-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And they get on the board, trailing now 8-3. So we had the touchdown and 2-point conversion to start the game. At least they're able to come back and get 3 on the board for their opening drive.
Yeah, and most coaches will always say, just give me something on the opening drive. Anything you can put up on the board, you feel better about things. And in this case, I like the fact that they resisted the urge to try and match them big, because just get the points on the board. You're okay, even though they put 8 on you to begin with.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Panthers.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard short of getting in the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Jordan Love keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Partner wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations, just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about, assignment football for defenders, and that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
It's a gain of 8.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Jackson on first down. Off to Geis on the screen. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Jackson from the shotgun. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
A fumble on the play.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Henry Anderson on the stop.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 12.
Here's Love. Flushed out right. And the ball comes out. Love lost it, and it's scooped up by the Jets. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a game.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Third and 2. Here's Jackson trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. 57 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
10, Jets 8.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Well, why do you go out and spend a 1st-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his 1st interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays and offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his 1st career interception. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Now it's Jackson. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your 1st score, that feels like a gamble. The 2nd time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
At their own 18-yard.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He's going to look deep for more. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
43-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Jackson. incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On third down, Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. He's going to try and go deep again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Brought down back at the 24-yard line.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson able to find his running back, Geis. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
3-yard pickup.
A chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
36 yards on the play. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
The 47-yard line.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
22, Christian McCaffrey.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
41-yard line.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, McCaffrey, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Panthers 17, Jets 14. Joey Sly to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Panthers take over
On first down, this is McCaffrey.
9-yard line.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Number 22.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
He'll find the tight end Sullivan complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
3rd and 1.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Escaping the pressure right. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Second down, Love. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 3rd and 2, Love with it. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
For Stephon Sullivan. Incomplete.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half.
A 28-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20 to 14 now.
14.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
On third down, Love. That's complete to his tight end, Sullivan. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And taken right on the 30. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Geis. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 10. And he is all the way up past the 25. Boy, so another interception, CD. And it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit. And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 36, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17